Hello, welcome to my video lesson on poker cash game strategy. Learn how to win cash games. In just a moment, I'm going to go over some important information, tips, and secrets that are going to help you to win cash games. But before we get into that, just want to welcome you to this video and invite you to claim your completely free e-course at pokersystemsexposed.com. It's packed with the latest tips, information, secrets, systems. It's all there for you. Go there after this video, pokersystemsexposed.com. Alright, let's get into the lesson today. First of all, what is a cash game? In cash games, your money is on the table. I know a lot of you have probably played poker tournaments where you buy in and your buy-in goes into the prize pool. The top 10% of the playing field that ends up at the end gets the buy-ins. In cash games, it's completely different. If you bet $100 in chips, it's just as if you would have went into your wallet and taken out a $100 bill, thrown it in the middle of the table. Somebody will win the pot, they will win the chips, and they will win your money. A cash game has no end. A tournament will eventually end. Once the blind and antes get so high that there's only two players left, and then eventually one player the winner. In a cash game, it could go on forever. You can keep loading up and loading up and loading up. Now that's good and bad. If you're winning, that's great. If you're bad, that means you can lose a lot of money, so you need to be careful. Now, in a cash game, you need to get to know your opponents. It's very important. The best thing you can do is to learn your opponent's playing style. Learning this is going to give you an enormous advantage at the table. This is why we recommend using the notes section. They have it in PokerStars, they have it in Full Tilt, and they have it in Party Poker. You need to know who is weak, who is strong, and how each person plays. Your opponent's style of play should be the #1 factor to influence the way you play. Watch out for very skilled opponents as they will try to mix up their strategy to deceive you. A skilled opponent knows how you think of them, so they'll change their play to really fool you and they'll end up winning. You have to watch out for skilled opponents because one second they'll be tight, next second they'll be loose. They'll drive you crazy. Now be patient. You should always be folding mediocre hands. You must have the patience to be able to do this for a long period of time at cash tables. Second best poker hands can end up costing you a lot of money. If you find you get bored easily waiting for premium hands, why not open 2 or 3 tables at once? This way you'll be able to see more hands, develop patience, and be involved in plenty of action. Good hands. Play the big pairs. Tens, jacks, queens, kings, aces, big aces like ace jack, ace queen, ace king. When you decide to play these hands, make sure you put in a decent sized raise. If there are a lot of players in the pot, you can look at playing suited connectors. 10 jack of spades, 5 6 of spades, king queen of spades. These are all good hands to join a pot with simply because you have more outs to hit and beat everybody else's hand. Suited connectors are great ways to crack other big hands. I've seen hands like 5 6 of spades crack kings, aces, beat monster hands, and they're worth it to play. You really have to learn pot odds and implied odds. Now here's some top advice. Don't spend more than you can afford. Pump it or dump it, fold or bet and raise if the odds are favorable. You should avoid calling as much as possible. Release your decent hand when you know you are beat. Raise pre-flop with premium hands. Don't over or under bet the pot. Respect most big bets and raises. Now the last point is very important. You really need to learn how to read your opponent because sometimes experienced players, they'll constantly put in big bets and big raises because they know you're a weak player. They know you're not going to call their bet. You have to be able to recognize these opponents or they're going to keep raising you and raising you and raising you and betting you out of pots. But for the most part, a tight player putting in a big bet or a big raise, chances are they have you beat. So my top cash game tip to you is don't appear to be that tight player at the table. You need to loosen up a little bit, but you need to learn to respect big bets and raises. Once you do this, people won't mess with you. They'll know you're a good player, a good solid player, and you'll be able to take more and more pots down. Now you should follow a proven cash game system. The best way to really win consistent profits playing cash games online is to have the right tools, system, and strategy by your side. Now you can get your free e-course packed with the latest tips, strategies, and winning cash game systems. It's all for you at pokersystemsexposed.com. Head on over there, get your free e-course. Let's start winning cash games today.